Hi everybody and welcome back to Make Up My World. Today I am going to be bringing you a review on the Kat Von D Chrysalis Eyeshadow palette. I was shopping on the Sephora website. You know how it is when you go onto the website, you're there to buy one thing, you end up buying 5 other things. So this was one of my 5 other things. Kat Von D's line of cosmetics has really been a favorite with me. I love her tattoo liner. I really liked her under eye concealer. Overall, I think her products have been really long lasting, and I really was intrigued when I saw the eyeshadow palette and in the colors family that I really love. So why don't we go ahead and look at what's included. So this is the packaging. It's so pretty. So on the back here, it shows you all of the eyeshadows included, and it says that keep your look ever changing, highlight eyes with 3 textured bases, and accentuate with 9 transformative colors. So I will go through the names of each of the colors and the highlights when we open up the palette. So inside there's little stars, and the palette is actually, it's fairly big, but it doesn't feel very heavy. It's a nice feel to it. It feels substantial, like it's not going to bend on you or give if you were to pack it away into a suitcase, but it does feel very lightweight, and the foil butterfly right on the front is beautiful. I love like the kind of tribal tattoo artwork here, and then the foil butterfly right there, and the foil Kat Von D. It's really beautiful. And then again, it has the colors of the eyeshadows on the back as well as the highlighter bases, and again the butterfly wings. It's really beautiful packaging, great attention to detail. The palette is a magnetized closure, so you open it up and it doesn't open back up. It does have a nice little pull when you have to open it. It does come with a really large mirror right across the top there. And it has, again, the beautiful purple and pink tribal artwork right around the mirror. And then within the palette you get all of these colors here and the highlighters right across the top. You have Lifelike, Lunar Lights, and Lucid. Right, you have Hybrid Moments, Mezzanine, Transition, Glasswing, Melancholia, Black Milk, Graphic Nature, Entombed, and Tournay. This palette is definitely one that I think I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of. The color families here are things that I'm typically drawn to. This plummy purple and pinky, lilac-y colors. The neutrals right there, that would be perfect on the lid or as a highlight, brow highlight, or these deeper colors here that would be great just smoked out on their own. Why don't we go ahead and start swatching these. The first one I'm going to swatch is Lifelike, which is this one right here. Okay, so Lifelike is right there. And for something that's very light in color to show up on my skin is near impossible. Usually I swipe it on, it's just a shimmer of the product will show up, and in this case I swiped my finger back 3 or 4 times just across the top lightly, pulled it across my skin, and that's the color payout right there. That is a lovely highlight shade. That's gonna go great underneath here. It's just so highly pigmented. It's soft and it's matte. The next color is Lunar Lights, and again it swatches beautifully, just swiping your finger back and forth on the palette. See, on the skin. Whoa, that is really pretty. It's got a very cool tone white. It's very shimmery, almost iridescent. It's really beautiful. And that was Lunar Lights. So let's go ahead and try the last of the highlights, which is Lucid. So let's go ahead and put this right under Lunar Lights. Oh, and that's just a pretty frosted pink. That is amazingly gorgeous. Wow. I'm going to have so much fun working these highlights into my looks. So for the eyeshadows, we're going to go ahead and start with Hybrid Moments. Right here at the bottom, oh, look at how pigmented that is. That's so pretty. I could pop that on right now. It would totally go with what is going on in my eyes. So let's go ahead and swatch that. And one swipe, that color payoff is amazing. It is definitely a deep plum color, verging more on the purple rather than plum. It doesn't have a lot of that magenta undertone that a typical plum does, or a berry tone to it. It's really more of a cool tone palette in general, and that is an amazing color. It does have a matte-like finish to it. I don't see any shimmer to it. Next color in the palette is Mezzanine. It does have flecks of sparkle in it. Whoa. And you can see that satin finish right off the bat. Even though it has chunks of shimmer, it's not overly done. It's sparkly. It's not sparkly as much as it has a sheen to it. It does definitely, up close when you look at it, it does definitely sparkle. It does pick up the light and shimmer a bit when you look at it up close, but from a distance, these two complement each other just so beautifully. This is going to be a great look. These three actually will be a great look to have together. And the sparkle is just enough not to be overdone. It's just really beautiful purple color. Right next to it is a mauve color. And this is Transition. And that's exactly what it is. It's a very silver toned mauve color. It has a bit of that lilac to it, and it's very metallic in finish. It's almost like a foil. When you look at it against my arm, it's very shimmery, but it has a very metallic, slick finish to it, almost wet looking. It's beautiful. There is a soft brown, and this is Glass Wing. And it's picking up as taupe on camera, but this is actually a very soft, cool brown. And it is another matte finish color. The next color is Melancholia. I don't see why you would have a reason to be melancholy with that metallic silver. It literally looks like a silver dollar has been melted down and rubbed against my arm. That is going to look amazing. I have a couple of holiday looks that I'm looking to do that involve ice blues, deep blues, and silvers, and I think this is going to be one of the stars of the show. Look at how the light just dances on it. It's a really beautiful creamy color. Not one of these eyeshadows has been chalky, has been flaky. Only a couple really had fallout to them, and it's the matte colors, which is really more to be expected. But this Melancholia is just a beautiful liquid silver metallic. It's gorgeous. The Melancholia on the palette is Black Milk, and this is it right here. And that is a very mattified gray, perfect transition color. Again, it goes in with the rest of the colors. It's very cool toned. It transfers easy. It was very pigmented. It doesn't, you don't get anything left on your fingers after swatching these. Cleaning them slightly on a wet one after each swipe, but that is just great payoff for barely touching the pan. Next to Black Milk on the palette is Graphic Nature, and it's this very beautiful deep slate color. It's very blue toned graphite color. It has a lot of sheen to it. It's pearlescent. It does have some shimmer to it, but again, like the other colors, it is not an overly done, really sparkly. If you're looking for sparkly eyeshadows that are, very heavy glitter and are going to make your eyes just pop out and sparkle, in a glittery kind of way, these are not the shadows for you. These are very shimmery, metallic, foil, holographic like eyeshadows, and they're deeply saturated, and they just dance in the light. You look at it and it's kind of like one of those holographic stickers or the little holographic symbol on the back of your ATM card. It's just a really beautiful set of colors, and this graphite color here is just amazing, and it's very true to its name. It's graphic nature. Now let's get into the last two colors that I'm really excited about. The first is Entombed, which is the jewel tone sapphire color that's in the palette here, and let's see how it swatches. Oh my goodness, that is just amazing. Oh my gosh, that is a beautiful sapphire blue satin. Just all of these shadows just look wet straight off of the palette, and they're not cream shadows. They're definitely powdered shadows. So this, without a base, I mean, I have no base on my arm for any of these. It's so pigmented, it's so true to color, and exactly what it looks like in the pan is exactly what it's showing up on my arm, and I love that. I love that what you see is what you get. That is a beautiful color, and Entombed is definitely one of my favorites in the palette. And the last color in the palette is Tournay here, and I can't determine from sight whether or not it's a black or a deep navy blue, so let's swatch it and check it out. So it's another matte color, and let's go ahead and swatch it right there. Wow, that is beautiful too. It's definitely a deep navy blue. It is so beautiful. It's definitely matte. It has a very soft texture to it. It does just blend out really easily. I'm just using my finger and it's just blending really, really softly. But that is a beautiful deep navy color. Alright, so from the top we have Lifelike, Lunar Lights, and Lucid. And then we have Hybrid Moments, Mezzanine, Transition, Glasswing, Melancholia, which I still don't get the name, Black Milk, Graphic Nature, Entombed, and Tournay. And I want to wear this just on my arm just like this all day. They are just so beautiful. So my final thoughts on this palette is that the color payout is beautiful. You definitely do get a lot of saturation, a lot of different finishes with this palette, and it's going to be something I can definitely play with, whether it be a neutral look or a very dramatic look. It looks like this palette will be able to cover them all. But looks can be deceiving, and I will thoroughly test out each shadow to see whether or not it's something that transfers with that brush or with my finger to my eye, true to color, and whether or not the lasting power is there, or if there's issues with the product, and I will come back and review those for you. If the biggest thing I always want to know is whether or not if I were to lose this palette, whether I would want to run out really quick and buy another one because I can't live without it, or if it ends up being a memory because I have other things that look a lot like it or function better that have the same color tone. So we'll wait and see. Kat Von D Chrysalis Eyeshadow Palette first impression. I will definitely get back to you guys when I have a chance to play with this a bit more. If you like videos like this, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you have any ideas on other products or reviews or tutorials you'd like me to do, or if you have a specific look you'd like me to try to do with this palette, let me know in the comments below. As always, please be kind to one another, and remember, don't be afraid to be your perfectly imperfect you. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. Please click on the video above to get another glimpse into my world. And don't forget to visit my website, makeupmyworld.com, for more details on me and the products reviewed here. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My details are below. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.